Welcome in, guys. Rise and shine. August the 17th, 10:54 on the clock. Planetary hour of Saturn. Let's see where we are right now with the moon in Gemini. Looks like heading towards the 14th degree. Let me just double check. 14th degree of Gemini. A conversation by telepathy. A transcendent connection. So at higher levels of consciousness, non-ordinary techniques can be accessed at will. Exceptional connectedness and rapport. A subtle realization can emerge as we escape the bonds of ordinary life and live as though dancing to our own inner melody, that the bonds are illusory. Illusory? That separation is itself an illusion. Building on the understanding and trusting intuition more and more, we notice that we tune into others, especially equally advanced ones. And to the level of mental rapport that rises to telepathy, we can even know what others cannot imagine is normal. Okay. So let's see what we're tapping into with the collection of telepathy. I'm feeling like psychic tarot with this one. Seems to be an audience this morning, for sure. This one, Marlo. There could be a lot of deception and envy, and you're being recognized and rewarded for something here. I see Seven of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Wow. Mental conflict. There's a specific choice right now coming through with material and spiritual prosperity. Wisdom, material harvest, destiny, material and spiritual prosperity, and transformation. I'm seeing the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Death card. Taurus and Scorpio energy here. In connection to whatever was bringing in mental conflict, there's some sort of material harvest or material or spiritual prosperity on its way. All right. Something changed overall. It could have been like how you were tapping into your intuition. This spiritual union. I see 222 out here. And I'm seeing rejoicing and celebration here. So it's like you're tapped in with a spiritual union through, I would imagine, like something changing in the past and you tapping into spiritual prosperity so that a different transformation or the next level of something opens up for you. Maybe the challenge is here, like you having to find out more wisdom. All right, and that could be challenging right now or causing you some sort of mental conflict. So let's just say, like, the telepathic connection would be more so tapped in spiritually than it would as you actually conversating with someone. And then there's this energy of the tower taking place, disruption. So that something new comes in. I don't know what the whole mental conflict is all about because I don't see it out here. The Fool card here. I would imagine this is being conflicted about which way to go on your journey. Queen of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Again, there could be some sort of like partnership or alliance that you feel you need to tap in with. Some sort of collaboration. I'm seeing the Eight of Wands. This is how you're receiving some sort of communication. It's not coming directly to you through speech. It feels like it's coming through as a message from spirit. It's a Sagittarian energy through spirituality. So it's like you're going back to school, you're learning something new, or how to connect telepathically. Can't even speak. Yeah, I feel like you got to learn this new skill. This is going to be one of your like spiritual strengths. But you have to make the decision to do so with the Two of Swords. So it's through a specific companionship or a spiritual union that you tap into something that allows you to continue to transform on your destined path here with your spirituality. So show me the material harvest. This is how you're going to be making money. I would imagine you're going to be like some sort of messenger, spiritual messenger, utilizing intuition. The Page of Cups. Yeah, using your intuitive abilities. Ten of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. It's like the opportunity is here. All right, maybe you're supposed to be channeling messages telepathically. Yes. I see the Queen of Swords here and the King of Pentacles. This is like you being offered a position from the boss, right? From the man up above, something like that. Show me the Wheel of Fortune. The King of Cups. Judgment. I feel like Spirit's calling you in. Alright. There's something that you're leaving behind, whether this is friends, family members, something like that, with the Three of Cups that are spilled over in order for you to come into the energy of the Two of Cups. Alright, so if you've rejoiced in some sort of celebration, I feel like that shit is over. Okay, you've had your phenomenal achievement. That soulmate connection, the Two of Cups is sitting right here. And it's like, okay, what do you do? Right? That's what it feels like. Okay. Material and spiritual prosperity. Six of Swords. Eight of Wands. There's something here about traveling. Alright, the Lovers were making the decision to travel so that you're to the next step of something. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean traveling. It's literally the conversation or the communication. It's through astral traveling, through utilizing intuition. That's a major decision right now. Show me the transformation. So I got heavy Scorpio energy out here, Pisces. All fixed signs pretty much with the Wheel of Fortune. Show me the transformation. Seven of card. This is like strategy of how to get some sort of information to the other side of the world. It's kind of what it's feeling like. Alright. But through the energy of detaching, through the mental, right? I'm seeing heavy like Aquarian energy here. And this is Saturn. Alright. So whatever's transforming, it's transforming something that may have felt that there's been a lot of eyes that has been very deceptive, very envious, creating lots of conflict for you overall, mentally. Alright, something's going to start transforming. You're going to find a different way to start communicating something telepathically through your intuition. So show me intuition. The Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. And the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you've already achieved this. I don't know why Spirit is asking that you separate from it. You're coming out as the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, are you starting a business with this? You've been devoted to it for so long. You've achieved this goal. Show me the spiritual union. Is it just a decision? Does someone make you feel neglected, like you don't belong in a specific community and whoever it is that you are associated with? Because that's where the mental conflict could be coming from. It's almost like trying to block out the way that you tap into your wisdom. Something like that. Why is rejoicing and celebration here? Are you afraid to celebrate your win? Because it's coming out in your years. Yeah, you are. The Four of Wands is it's saying it's time for you to celebrate. Four of Wands is a celebration card in connection to your community, whatever you've been committed to, a marriage, something like that. The King of Wands is here. There's the Sag energy and the Star. I feel like I don't know, you're being crowned in some way, celebrated in some way, seen as a leader or a teacher or someone that just has lots of wisdom and knowledge. Now what's going on with this energy of disruption? It's basically the Tower energy. Heavy again on the Scorpio. We got Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini's out here. Pluto energy. Saturn, Jupiter. The Ace of Swords, the King of Swords. It's like you're some sort of public speaker out here. Alright, Ten of Pentacles. You're going to be receiving some sort of long-term, I don't know if this is like a contract for work, or that's what's being negotiated right now with the Four of Swords. You could be like on vacation mode right now because something is being disrupted in order for you to speak some sort of truth. Alright. I don't know, there's a family dynamic here as well. I don't know if you were like surrounded by those that you should be celebrating with. Why is there some sort of disruption in connection to that? Finding truth, gaining clarity, or again, if it's worth, it's like if it's work, it's I said if it's worth. I don't know if it's something is worth it. Ten of Pentacles, show me this energy. The High Priestess, yes. So it's coming out again. Alright, as highly intuitive, and that's where you're going to be receiving your money. But something is meant to be kept like a secret. Because it can cause some sort of betrayal surrounding your energy in the workplace. Alright, let's get off this. So this morning when I went outside to drink my coffee, just sat down, smoked my cigarette, and immediately when I stepped outside, all the crows came. And I mean, there was a shitload of them. There could be like a spiritual message in that way, and where you're tapped into synchronistic signs or, you know, symbols from your spiritual community, let's say, because spirit communicates through nature a lot. Through colors, sounds. It's like you would hear confirmation at a specific time frame. It's weird. Very weird. Alright. Very, very weird. King of Pentacle energy. Five of Cups. Somebody's in the energy of grievance. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's something about victory and success or wanting that for the near future that's like this person's goal. I'm not sure if this is a soulmate connection that they feel that you've released to this person, something like that. Or there seems to be restriction in between the connection between you two. I've got the Knight of Cups out here. Yeah, something feels like it's ending. This could be like a connection to wanting to move forward in the public eye, but not being able to because this person's afraid of what someone is going to say. Someone could secretly be coming around in vehicles, trying to create some sort of illusion. I see a King of Cups celebrating something today, specifically with three feminine energies. You're being warned about that to keep your boundary up from that person. There's something about them waiting on the Empress. All right, that could be a mother figure or a wife, or just a very divine feminine energy in this person's life. Could be connected to receiving some sort of abundance. All right. So the person that is in regret right now typically sees you as a victory, a success. There was some sort of restriction in the past in the way that this person was trying to come through and express emotions, but that's coming to an end. It's like the ending of a cycle, right? And then whoever it is that's like secretly watching you or traveling by your home with the chariot, it would be like in a vehicle or just feeling the presence of this person. The only reason they're coming around is because they could be celebrating here with three feminine energies, specifically a King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and that person you're being warned to keep your boundary up with, because all they're waiting for is some sort of resources that are supposed to be reciprocated from or having to do with the Empress. It has to do with someone's child or someone's passion, or this could just be what this person does for work. Okay. There could be some sort of connection and or the delay because of a Queen of Cups. So I don't know if this person is working hand in hand with like their wife or someone that they're emotionally attached to, and they're basically telling the Empress to keep their mouth shut, or the Empress is like, shut your damn mouth, because there's some sort of negative influence behind the scheme, is what it feels like. In order for somebody, I'm seeing 11:11 on the clock, in order for someone to receive some sort of abundance or how something works out in their favor, so that they can kind of hold on to and or manipulate a situation to your brand new beginning and or your journey, and where you're supposed to be receiving a brand new opportunity for abundance, okay, to come in. It's almost like being indecisive and or playing the hidden enemy, coming through and attacking because the King of Wands told them to do so. So it's like, well, I guess we'll just rest on it, or we're just going to have to move on from this. And everybody's pretty much watching in and seeing how all of this is coming to an end. Or is something creating some sort of depression, anxiety, or worry, or if someone's up late at night overthinking a situation in which the Emperor is the one that wants the High Priestess. That's a desirable energy overall. Or if this is you up late at night because you want to create some sort of business utilizing your intuition, all right, and I'm seeing some sort of justice coming in where you've been very patient, you've been very tapped into your emotional state, emotionally balanced. This is a balance card, another balance card with emotions in the middle. You're very emotionally balanced, and it kind of feels like you're taking down some sort of corrupt organization in the workplace. All right, so things could be juggling right now, or you could have a major decision to either end something with someone, separate from something from the past that has been very much burdening you, or keeping you in a sense of entrapment because you already know the truth about the situation and how it's been blocking your fucking blessings, pretty much. Or what's been blocking you from some sort of independence, all right, and basically feeling again rejected from a specific community when all you do is express love and coming through as the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, possibly in your community, your home environment, and or you basically being seen as very gentle, kind, compassionate with others, that type of thing. Great mother figure, whatever that is. And it's kind of like someone's trying to come in and stop you from shining, all right, from being in the spotlight in some sort of way. And this is you defending and or protecting your happiness. All right, so I don't know if someone's coming through with like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize for keeping you held back for so long. I see that you're basically left out in the cold. There could be no resources. There could be no work. There could be something going on here. And I feel like the Hermit is the one that's watching all of this drama going down. This person doesn't say anything. Whoever this Virgoan energy is won't say shit, but they see what's happening. All right. And it looks like they're more so interested in the person that's creative with the Queen of Wands. All right. Let's move on. There's a lot going on in this specific spread. That was weird as hell. Let's see. So basically, someone's trying to stop you from publicly speaking. All right. And if you're receiving some sort of messages coming through telepathically and what you feel, or if there's a thought in your mind that normally comes through at that specific time frame, it's because the physical space that you're in, the universe is communicating through that specific space. All right. So you might be hearing some sort of like distinct sound, or getting a distinct intuitive message where you know what it means, but someone else is not meant to know what that means. All right. So again, I feel like there could be just jealousy and or envy in the specific workplace or whatever you do for work. Okay. Where's that? Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. All right, so I don't think that you're going to be off the path of whatever you've been doing or however you've been developing in connection to your spiritual prosperity. It looks like you're actually torched right now, meaning you're on fire, right? With the awareness and the understanding of exactly what's going on around you because of how spirit is communicating with you. Something important such as a new job and or a raise could be coming through. All right, so here we have the bag. All right, I feel like someone's pushing you away because you've reached the top of one level and you should be on to the next thing, right? Yeah, because there's like new opportunities, possibilities, and pathways that are supposed to open up for you. Let's see. Vacation in June being of significance. June is Gemini and Cancer energy. So you could be having to part ways if your Gemini and Cancer placement is either in the 6th house and or the 10th house. So we're looking at who's those signs. Gemini in the 6th house is going to be Capricorn, and that would also be Aquarius. And then if we have Gemini and or Cancer in the 10th house having to do with what you do for your career, that would be Virgo, Libra. Yeah. Virgo, Libra. Or sorry, am I getting Leo, Virgo? I think it is. Sun, Moon, Rising energies. Says you're going to be playing a different role here. All right, happiness and well-being with the energy of the sun. And then we got guaranteed success with the star. All right, so the only card I don't see out here is the energy of the moon. I see the sun, I see the star. All right, I got the carrot on the bottom of the deck, which is opportunity and or windfall. I definitely see new opportunities opening up overall. All right, let's see. See 11:17 on the clock. I'm seeing justice in the star. Today is the 17th. Today is 8:17, so I'm seeing Leo and Aquarius in opposition as well. So normally when we see synchronistic signs like this, there means that there's some sort of confrontation or the energy of opposition that takes place, where it could bring a sense of discomfort in the energy, or something that you have to approach in a different manner in order to change, because something is being illuminated there. All right. Let's see. Hidden secrets can harm you. I feel like if somebody's looking into a specific situation and what you have going on, whatever those secrets, you find it more harmful than anything. This is like you telling someone something and they utilizing that information against you. Okay. Working against you in some way. And they could actually be coming through with like blocking blessings as well. All right, so it says you're going to be receiving some sort of gift here. All right, romance, celebration, and or some sort of party. Stepping into a new experience. March could be of significance. Again, we've seen Pisces and or Aries energy, and then climbing towards success. let's clarify some of this stuff here. Actually, let me get one more on this March. What is March? Stepping into a new experience with Pisces and or Aries energy. Romance in the air. It's like you find your lover, I would imagine, in a new workplace or something. Yeah, pleasure with a close friend. All right. Spiritual development, enlightenment, and awareness, and or understanding something important such as a new job or a raise. So you're possibly being promoted here with a new opportunity, playing a different role, something that makes you happier. There's lots of guaranteed success there. There could have been a situation where hidden secrets were harming you, but you're receiving this gift in connection to your romantic life, or you celebrating stepping into a new experience, possibly within the energy of Pisces and Aries, and then romance also coming in the air. All right. Let's see. You got a Taurus and or a King of Wands coming in. This could definitely mean that you're like some sort of spiritual teacher because you're seeing with lots of wisdom and knowledge. So this is like you receiving some sort of promotion, like you've been, I don't know, put up in the head of the classroom type shit. Like, all right, this is like a major deal. It's like you hold a position of authority in your spiritual community, whatever that may be. All right, King of Swords, you're meant to be seen as a public speaker, someone very knowledgeable, very concentrated, all right, has a lot of facts about things, very analytical, very efficient in whatever information it is that you're providing here with the King of Swords. Very stern energy. I would imagine that whoever you're teaching and or speaking to is going to be done publicly, all right? So however you're receiving your messages, your spiritual messages, or the wisdom that you were given, this is like you having some sort of new opportunity to do something, but doing it in a different role. Okay. What are you doing here in this new opportunity, Temperance? Seven of Pentacles. I would imagine that you have to be patient right now. Something's in the works more so. All right. If it hasn't happened already, just know that it may happen during Virgo season. That's what I'm getting. That's when the sun energy will change into the 6th house. So it has to do with work or your day-to-day routine or however this is. I mean, today we're on the 17th. We've got a couple days before we hit sun in Virgo on the 22nd. All right, so you're going to be playing a different role. Queen of Wands, happiness tapped in with something so much better. 9 of Cups, guaranteed success on your pathway. 2 of Wands. All right, why are the hidden secrets harming you? The Tower is creating unexpected changes in your life. Could be in a good way, though. I see it being in a good way because you're receiving some sort of gift, the gift of freedom or validation to go do something independently. All right, let's see the celebration. Yeah, I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune again. It's like something's changing in your favor. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Could possibly be with someone from the past. All right, what's this new experience? Page of Swords. I don't know if it's allowing you to then flip the script and where other people may have been watching you before, maybe you're going to be led to go watch someone else. All right, or this, whoever this is that's seeing you step into this new experience, they're kind of watching you and desiring you because you finally got to the next level of doing something independently. All right, it could be definitely a Pisces and or an Aries. So in Pisces, this would be North Node energy. In Aries right now, we got Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron in retrograde, all of them. All right, so something's being reviewed. I feel like there's eyes on you, or you could be the one that's having eyes on how you're receiving a different kind of information. Someone sees your strength here. That's what it is. How courageous you are, how brave you are. Possibly have this attitude of, you know, you're able to shine in the spotlight without being seen, overseen too much is what it looks like. Romance in the air, Page of Cups. It's the way that you tap into your intuition, I'm telling you. It's like something completely different. Something that's never been seen before, or you heading on this journey because of what you've experienced, now changing that in your form and having a lot of success on that pathway. It's just like seeing something in a different perspective overall. And separating yourself from whatever the mental conflict was in the past as well. With the 5 of Swords, you're detaching from something, separating from something. You could be going through some sort of divorce or giving in your papers of like, listen, I'm done with this job, I'm moving to the next. That's what I'm getting. It's like you knowing your worth now, moving forward. Yeah, like something's fucking done. Like it's done. Five of Swords to the Three of Swords and the Death card. It's done. It's done. Yeah, it's time for a change. Time for a change. The Magician, time to manifest with the tools that you now have and actually bringing in a sense of abundance with this on this new pathway. All right. I mean, this can be in many different areas, but it's looking like it has to do with work because I'm seeing new opportunities coming through, a new job, raises, stepping into new experiences, something that will make you feel happier and you playing some sort of different role. Okay. Let's see what else. So climbing towards success and then karma, you reaping the, your karma, whatever you've sown. So if it's good karma, then you got good things coming to you. I see 11:25 on the clock. I'm seeing justice, the high priestess, and the Hierophant. All right, so this is like justice in the spiritual community for you. Coins, money coming your way. February, I could be speaking to an Aquarius and or a Pisces, or because of the transformation that's taking place, Pluto being an Aquarius, having that trine over yesterday to the moon in Gemini, something has changed in the energy. Okay, Pisces, we're looking at what was it? So Pisces energy, we definitely are going to be seeing a square today with that. I believe so. Yeah, we're seeing a square over to North Node and Pisces today, this moon in Gemini. Something that felt that it was an opportunity available for you yesterday could be stepping into today being challenged. All right, because I'm seeing the Sesquiquadrate over to Pluto, and where yesterday there was a trine, and yesterday the North Node in Pisces being at the energy of, what was it, a quintile, basically, showing potential. All right, yeah, it's almost like temptation is going to test you. I don't know if somebody wants you to give up on a plan or something, because there's like someone trying to come and make you do something against your will. All right. So increase in material wealth and or spiritual growth. We already picked up on that. All right. I don't know. I'm feeling like the apple, the club, and the goldfish, really. This would be like the apple. Like, don't bite the apple. Don't be part of that club that spiritually they want to take from you. That's what I'm getting here. It's in connection to your coins or how they're coming in. All right. How things were supposed to transform for you and how you were supposed to be led into the right direction on your journey here. New home, new attitude could be coming in this week. Alright. So when the moon ingresses into Cancer, typically that's like a heavy home environment energy. Again, I've got the ladder out here with climbing towards success. Beware of greed. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Your family wishes are about to come true. In connection to your family matters. Keeping your life in balance. Let me clarify some of this. Why is it saying as you climb towards success, you need to beware of greed and not backing down from opposition? What does that have to do with? It's like, don't be greedy, but don't be afraid to take the next step forward. August. It's like, obviously right now, it's not the time to back down. In order for your family wishes to come true involving some sort of family matter. Alright, control your anger, you'll be sorry. Doing something risky or taking a chance with something here. Specifically a woman and a sincere wish being granted here. So I don't know if you're trying to overcome some sort of problem and where you've been trying to keep your life in balance, and the more that you climb towards success with one thing, it always feels like there's a sense of greed in your energy, but there's like people either taking from you and it making you angry, where you're not meant to back down from opposition. It's meant for you to show strength and fortitude, but you feel like if you do something risky, your family wishes won't come true when a sincere wish is already being granted in connection to your family matter, if you are this woman. All right, someone trying to make you do something against your will, or making temptation test you in connection to the money that's coming to you and how you're about to receive your income All right, however that is, your spiritual wealth. All right, your material wealth. Maybe it's from the spiritual work that you've done. All right, let's see. Something's all about you. Welcome in. Something's all about you. Money's coming to you. Let's see. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Who is this that's trying to tempt you to do something against your will? Okay. Someone that feels like that the person that makes you feel rejected, like you don't belong there. You don't. You know what I mean? You just don't fit in with this person. Somebody makes you feel like there's a sense of jealousy or envy or deception happening in your environment. Yeah, this person wouldn't even tell you to your face. They'll keep it to themselves or something. I'm seeing the Hermit with the Star and the Magician. Somebody feels like there's too many eyes on the Star. Like in the Hermit energy, we see that the Hermit searches for the Star. Here's a star, and then you got the Manipulator on the outside looking in like, how can I cause some sort of deception in your energy to keep you from achieving a specific goal? Because again, it's trying to come in between something that you want. All right. Let's see. Show me the increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. What's the goldfish? Two of Wands. It's like the pathway that you're already moving forward with. So then it's like, okay, well, control your anger. All right. Don't be sorry. Don't feel like you're doing something risky here. All right. In the month of August, I could be speaking directly to the Aquarian. The star is coming out again. All right. Doing something risky. I feel like all eyes are on you. If you're the star, then you're shining in some sort of way. Could definitely be doing something in the public eye and where everyone sees you. That's crazy. I was standing on the corner with my sister yesterday and I looked up at a church building, and on the top of that church building, it literally said the Star. And I was like, holy shit, look at that. So I don't know. Let's see. Doing something risky. I see synchronistic signs all the time. All right. The Three of Cups. So doing something risky with family and or friends. All right. And if you are this woman and a sincere wish is being granted in connection to family matters, the Queen of Swords. I think you kind of already know what the truth is and what is tapping you into what's going to make you happy. All right, so if you're climbing towards success and there's a sense of breathing your energy, where is this coming from? Where is that coming from? Because you have to be patient with something. Like you have to continue to wait for something, but it's asking that you not back down from opposition. You got to show strength and fortitude. Somebody could be testing you in connection to what you want to come true with your family. Yeah. I don't know if it's like whether you want to make the decision to end something or this person playing the hidden enemy trying to end something for you. Because again, this is someone that's working against you. All right. In connection to your brand new beginning. It could be a new home. Ace of Pentacles with something tangible. All right. This could definitely be a specific workplace. All right. The workplace knowing your specific weaknesses and your strengths. Okay, I'm seeing like heavy Sagittarius is here, Saturn here, Aquarius. I see Cancer, and I also see Leo's energy. It's like on one side of one thing, it's like you're overcoming a problem in order to keep your life in balance. If you got money coming to you, temptation's right on the other side of that to make you try to do something against your will or trying to get in the way of what spiritual growth you have or the material wealth you have coming in from the work that you've done. So again, karma, you reap what you've sown. All right. So there could be romantic energy coming up. All right, but it's coming through as in the workplace. Somebody wants their love life on display. What? I literally just saw that. Somebody wants their love life on display. But there's chaos surrounding that energy. I don't feel like that's part of this person's destiny. It says instability, unrest, unpredictability, corruption, and connection to responsibilities, feeling blocked from the road that you're on and or shackled to something. Somebody wants their love life on display, but there is some sort of corruption happening where you feel shackled to a destined path. I don't know if there's a sense of like loneliness, emptiness, depression, or there's like gap periods in between you and how you feel about your love life. Something makes, I don't know, I just heard dry. It's something like you're dry as fuck or something like that. I'm literally, I heard like you're dry as fuck, and then I see like the water. You know what I'm saying? So it's like bend but do not break, shift with grace. Like if something's happening, it's happening because it's meant to happen that way. If there's a tower coming through overall causing some sort of chaos in your environment or on your destined path and you have to remove yourself from that situation, it's because you're shifting with grace. You're not going to allow something to stop you here. It's weird. It's really weird. Yeah, like you have to defend and or protect yourself in order to guarantee that I heard a position. I don't know if this position that you're going after or the road that you're on is a lonely, I mean, it could be a lonely road, right? It's lonely at the top when you feel like you're on your own path. Something in order for you to guarantee your success is like there's some sort of chaos in or instability possibly in your love life. There's something about purity and or purifying in order for you to have some sort of turning point and a miracle coming through for you so that you can be surprised in how spirit works and bringing something in another way or something that's beyond your expectation or your imagination. So this is the reason why you kind of have to feel like your love life is on um, the background right now, because whatever you do, um, you have to keep a lot of secrets or you have to somehow disguise your love life. But somebody craves to have like their love life on display. That's how I heard it in the beginning. Mm. So let's just say those hidden secrets are harming you in some sort of way, right? This is about you creating, experimenting in the energy of like dating at this time. So if you have specific romantic connections, this is you wanting it on display, but in reality, if you're on a specific spiritual destined path and there's some sort of instability around there where you have been very lonely, it looks like you have to kind of shift with grace in order to defend and or protect the energy of your innocence, the way that you organize or clean something up in your life so that the turning point works in your favor rather than it not. It's because of what you're trying to create. I feel like there's a specific connection that you feel um, connected to from the past. Because I'm getting like exploring, dating, and having a memory of someone. All right. Maybe this is someone that you feel like you want to be with, or how something's going to turn out in your favor. All right. But you can't put this on display. You being afraid to be in the spotlight with your lover. It's like it has to be disguised. Maybe you feel that, oh wow. There's something about how your abundance and your wealth and your luck and your blessings come through. How you need to feel supported or respected by this person that you want to grow with or you see potential with. So in order for you to go down your destined path, you kind of have to find somebody that's on your path, that's willing to clean up their life, do something um, in another way. But you, I don't know if you feel like you want your love life to be on display, is how I heard it. Like something about being in the spotlight or being seen happy, but there's a lot of chaos and conflict in connection to your destined path. So you feel like you got to do this like solo dolo. I don't know. Somebody could be ignoring your phone calls as well, like overlooking you in some sort of way or trying to detox from your energy. Maybe because they want to be publicly seen with you, or you have a sense of guard up in order to protect the energy that you're in right now, so that you don't miss out on your blessings. Somebody feels like you gave up on them. You possibly wanted to embrace some sort of change with this person or clear the way for some sort of renewal for you guys to see where you could go with this relationship or with the romantic connection that you guys have. I don't feel that it's going anywhere, or something was like literally disrupted in order for you to come back together in another way. You would have to reject your family and run away from that situation in order to be with this person. That's why. But that's a sense of energy where you feel like you're declining something that seems to be important to you as well. Like in order for you to purify your energy or to be at your best health or something, in order to move in a very positive, connected relationship with someone, I would imagine that you have old memories with, or how you feel connected to that type of energy, there's been a lot of rejection possibly from family. All right. Maybe if you feel like you've been wanting to escape a situation where you've been declined by others, or how it's been literally hurting you in connection to your health, you feel that there's another way coming through, just another way with an old acquaintance. You don't want to feel empty anymore. You want to make a difference in your life. You want to be on your destined path because you've dealt with so much destruction overall, or some sort of upheaval in your life, where you feel more in alignment now, or more open now. Okay. I'm gonna get into the chakras. Welcome in, Shannon. Nope. What was that? Throat chakra.
French Riviera is
The French Riviera. Something about you needing to speak up. You gotta speak up and say something more. Somebody knows you're motivated, that you persevere towards your goals. You're very disciplined. You're not afraid to take action with something, but something requires movement. Third eye chakra. This is how you're going to be receiving your messages through your visions and things like that. Allows you to self-express what you've seen or what you seem to understand. Right? Because at the third eye chakra, it goes directly up to the crown. I'm seeing upper chakras right now. So it goes from the base chakra with the energy of action directly to the throat chakra, the third eye, and then I'm seeing crown as well. It's like heightened awareness and intuition right now. The more that you speak on something, the more that you take action with what it is that you feel you need to communicate, the more guidance you have for the near future. And that's going to be intuitively feeling something connected to relationships and who you feel the most intimate with and the more compassionate about. Therefore, more. Accept that energy, because that's where you're being guided. Damn. Oh boy. I feel like there's a portal closing out and there's a major shift taking place. And I feel like I have a frog in my throat, like I want to immediately cry. You could be afraid of something. Like, what are the repercussions of you speaking your truth? Or the way that you self-express and the way that you put out your visions. It's like, you know that you're being guided to do something, but you actually taking action on it, you're afraid of the signs and synchronicities that you're receiving. But it's because it's leading you to your destined path, so you're scared. Let's see. It's like just trust. I mean, we did see last quarter moon in Taurus, already on early Saturday morning. So that could have been the shift right there. Like, listen, this is it. You know what I mean? You have to trust the decision that you're making here. Whatever it is that you're surrendering to. Stop keeping up appearances. Spirit is being very clear. Like, stop acting like everything is fine. Speak your fucking truth. Stop acting like you don't care about something or you're not receiving the guidance that you are guided to do in connection to this very compassionate relationship that you want. Yeah. You may feel like you have a motive and the reason why you're moving in that way. I don't know if you're like trying to just kind of blending into your environment or making everything seem like I'm going to sit right here. I'm okay. You need to confess something to someone, how you truly feel, or how they may have hurt you. It says someone is about to confess their true feelings to you, but this could be you to someone else. Stop trying to keep up an appearance. This person has a lot of jealousy issues, and that's affecting the relationship. This person could like to keep tabs on you, has attachment issues, or you do. Okay. What's the ulterior motive here? This person just doesn't know what pathway they want to go down. This could be someone that just likes to be more so in control and or manipulate a situation with someone that they know they have authentic vibes with. That's not a good vibe. That would like turn you into a fucking narcissistic person, being controlling and wanting the energy of just attachments. All right, or this could be you just like keeping up an appearance of, I know what I feel for this person. I know I have a hidden motive. I feel jealous. I want to like keep tabs on my person, but putting up this facade like I don't know what to do. It's basically you being the narcissist because you're playing mind games with someone that you actually resonate with, and you're being guided to go back to this person. You have a compassionate relationship with this person. You hold yourself to a different standard than you do this person. That's what it is. If there was some sort of gossip in connection to your relationship with this person, the doubts are surfacing now. This would be like one thing that you say to a friend, and that friend knows the person that you're in love with, and they go and they say something to this person, and then they block the energy of the connection that you guys have because of what they heard or how you've been keeping up with an appearance like, oh, I'm fine without them. No, the fuck you're not, because you're being guided to go to clear the air with this person. And what you would obviously expect is that this person is like, I didn't know you felt that same way about me. Like some sort of unexpressed feelings would keep this person in the unknown, as well as you being on an unknown path because you, I don't know, are you fucking talking to a friend and crying to your friend about this person? Or you not knowing the motives of, you know, the connection with this person? Watch what you say to people around you, because you never know who's going to be the one to turn on you. You got a lot of throat chakra here. It's like, express how you feel. Don't be afraid to do so. Take action. And if you're having visions of this person, especially in your dreams, about this relationship and how compassionate you are towards this person, it's like, say something. It's crazy because there's a silent resentment and then there's this energy of a silent understanding. It's like, if I resent you, you know why. It's because there's some sort of hidden intention on this person not wanting to express the way that they really feel. They're afraid to confess what it is or why they keep tabs on this person, or why they have this sense of attachment issue. It could be just an emotional attachment. I'm trying to tell you, somebody's better off, like, can you keep a secret? They're trying to, like, play the background of something here. Guarding a secretive connection, or something about this person has changed their perspective, either about you or you about them. Oh, they know exactly why you're holding back, trust me. They know why you're holding back. They know why you're not being fully open with them. Why is that? See what I'm saying? Because I told you, somebody wants to be in the public eye. And whoever it is that's keeping up the appearance is like blowing fucking smoke in this person's face. That's fucked up. I feel like the mask is about to come off. Some sort of lie is going to be exposed. Alright? Eventually, is what it says. Eventually, it's like you can't hold up this energy for too long. Can't. Whoa. Alright, let's see. Where am I? Oh, wow. That was quick. I feel like Spirit is like saying, you stop fucking playing already. Like, you're already aware of where you need to take action and who you need to be connected with. The connection card was there. It's like your heart space is connected literally to a specific community, a tribe, a lover, a partnership, I don't know, an acquaintance, something. All right. And it's like you keep on playing like it's not. I feel like creating some sort of uncertainty for yourself. All right, Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Let's see. The Empath card is out here, and I'm kind of like, what do I feel from that? And I got nothing. Literally, I got nothing. Oh, that's why. There's some sort of resistance there. So do you resist the energy that you embody? Because it's basically coming through as you're an empath, and this is the way that you protect yourself emotionally, physically, or the way that you protect something that you do in the public eye. Mercury and Taurus's energy, it means you're in the media somehow, some way. You communicate something somehow, some way. So why is there a sense of resistance in your energy here, trying to protect yourself, or you being protected as an empath? You live the most basic, practical life ever, and you deal with a lot of energy of domination around you. Something that requires all of your concentration, because it's seen publicly. And it could be like communication that comes to the extreme. Like, some people can't take what's being channeled as an empath, all right? Like, you would take the heat of a situation, something like that. Like, you taking the heat of whatever this is that's coming through. But you also bring harmony into a specific organization. This is like you being the face of, these are my visions, this is what I see, whether you like it or not, this is what I'm channeling, right? I'm going to be overly protective. I'm going to live the most basic, practical life, because I know I'm going to be dominated by those that feel that I'm overly concentrated in whatever I put in the public eye. And the communication could be coming through as very extreme, but bringing harmony into a situation where the organization sees you as shining. It's really weird. It's because you're very resourceful.
Progressive's Up-Payment Program.
Okay. You're very resourceful in connection to your principles. Very optimistic. And it could be that you are the one that experiences the most loss. And what you obviously attract is a lot of romantic suitors. This is like a partnership from the home environment. Mm. Specific organization that's ran in the home environment. See what I'm saying? There's negotiation in connection to a specific business here. And the decision to do something that's charitable. We spoke about this already. But what that comes with is someone controlling the energy of your inheritance. So if you're devoted to something that's innovative and futuristic, all right, you could be seen as very idealistic and however it is that you acquire your resources. All right. But something that seems to be exciting at one moment, you want to escape the next. All right. You like, if you're too much in the public eye, you want to detach from some sort of status here. You can't fucking flip and choose and you know what I mean? You can't do that. You're seen as an empath or you're fucking not. That's what it's giving me. Not saying that you can't live your a fun life. You're living more of a practical life, like basic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You don't do much. There possibly isn't that much money involved. You do experience lots of losses. All right. I'm pretty sure it's not always going to be that way, but that's just what it is for now, or that's the way it comes through for now. All right. Damn. Let's see. Somebody like would like to protect your achievements. All right, it's a spiritual connection though. I'm seeing Venus and Sagittarius as energy, which is a heavy flirtation with someone that is foreign to you. Okay, maybe you are a part of this organization. Maybe you have achieved a specific goal. All right, and it brings in suitors in the workplace. This would be like testing the waters surrounding your energy. All right, this is possibly you being surrounded by those that have similar gifts. All right, it's weird. This would be the King of Swords coming in to invest in the star. Very attracted to you. The Fool, the Empress, the Strength card. Heavy on fixed energies again. We just closed out the cycle. I mean, we're still in Leo season with Mercury here. All right. We still have Pluto and Pallas in Aquarius. We still got Vesta, Lilith, and Juno in the sign of Scorpio. Uranus will retrograde back into Taurus at some point before the end of the year. There's something here about the way that you move forward and how you need to have lots of spiritual strength with something. And it has 9th and 10th houses out here with Venus and the Sun. Whatever it is that you're attracted to, whether this is creating your love life, some sort of finances, Venus's energy, it's like it puts you in Empress status. But it's something that requires your determination in order for you to continue to have people investing in you, whether it's your time, your energy, your resources, and moving forward being seen as someone completely attracted to you because of what you do. And then this person putting a sense of protection from others criticizing you on what you do for work or how you receive some sort of inheritance. Okay? You're possibly waiting for your riches to come in a different direction. And I don't think you're heading in that direction, to be honest. Today's vibes. What's today? 17th? That makes sense. All right, so we've got the 17th, Aries and Libra, physical 6. Taurus and Scorpio, I'm seeing mental 2. Gemini, Sagittarius, mental 7. We've got Cancer, Capricorn at a physical 9. Leo, Aquarius at a mental 10. And Virgo, Pisces at a physical 4. So Aquarius and Leo, Capricorn and Cancer, you guys have the most energy today, physically and or mentally. Okay. Let's see. I gotta tap into how is it? That's interesting. 1 second, y'all. Kipper's energy. Let's see. Expect in the near future a gift. Specifically from the workplace. You being in courtship with someone from the workplace. Something may be adjudicated in your favor. In connection to what you do for your occupation. You have to end your marriage with the main male because you're supposed to be seen as a privileged lady. I'm so ready for a fucking massage. Let me tell you. Woo! Alright. So expect a gift in the near future. Coming in from courtship in the workplace. Something being adjudicated in your favor in connection to what you do for your occupation. And it looks like a marriage coffin and the privileged lady. Maybe you're going to stop doing what you've been doing as far as whatever you do for your occupation because you are receiving this gift in you being in courtship with the workplace. Something is adjudicated in your favor, but it looks like it ends up coming through as you ending a situation in marriage. I'm seeing the main male and the energy of poverty behind it. Great fortune from a child or for the child. I don't know if this is someone that you're in courtship with that you have children with. Something here about a mature woman being a false person. Alright, hold on. What's expected here in the near future regarding this gift? There could be some sort of negotiation taking place about some sort of disharmony in the home environment, like a quarrel happening in the home environment. Something was kept a secret as well. I see Venus and Scorpio. You didn't find out the truth about something. That's why something's being adjudicated here in connection to someone's workplace and or what they do for their occupation. If you're a privileged lady, there's a lot of money coming out of this, or whatever gift that you receive is because of the work that you've done. Because something's about to end with some sort of partnership, commitment, marriage, or something you were bonded to. You got big status out here. Shit. You got big status out here. You can sense what someone else wants from you as well. And you do this in the public eye. You got a lot of knowledge about something. I got Jupiter in Taurus, Jupiter in Pisces, and Jupiter in the 5th house. Jupiter in Leo's energy is going to bring opportunities for expansion for you to be seen more so self-expressive, creative, having fun, being in the energy of your happiness. Jupiter in Pisces, that's the ruling house to Pisces, or the ruling planet to Pisces energy as well. All right, so there's like expansion and growth in you desiring love or being seduced in some sort of way. All right, could definitely be with a spiritual partner, and I'm seeing big status out here for you. Jupiter in Taurus is like expansion, opportunities for resources, to bring in a sense of value in your energy or who you're connected to in love. I feel like you're being crowned in the near future, being gifted with whatever this is. Show me the courtship and connection to this workplace and how things are being adjudicated for you in connection to your occupation. Damn. Something was controlled there by an authority figure. Possibly an Aquarius is involved in this. I see Sun in Aquarius and the Sun in Pisces as well. Something was controlled by an authority figure. This is giving me Saturn in between heavy Aries and Pisces, and Pluto transforming something for Aquarius and Pisces. Something was being adjudicated of how something was supposed to transform or what restrictions were put on to the workplace. I don't know. It feels like someone that tried to remain in control and in a sense of authority over Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius, and or Pisces. Just because they built status, they have lots of knowledge, they sense what another person wants, it's publicly put out there, and the minute that that's publicly put out there, it's like the opportunity to open something up as being gifted is receiving from what you've experienced, I would imagine, in loss. Something like that. I keep seeing heavy like 10th, 11th, and 12th house energy here. So it's like blocking off, I would imagine, some sort of resource or you publicly putting something out there with the knowledge that you have. So I don't know if the commitment that you have to whatever it is that's ending is what's making you this privileged lady, but it could be. Let's see. It feels like someone tried to dominate you spiritually. Mars and Sag. You weren't meant to force ideals onto others. I don't feel like that's what you were doing. It's you got innovative with something. I feel like you brought a change to a specific either organization, community, and or how you utilized your visions. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. That's what it looks like. I don't know if this has to do with some sort of friendship. Somebody had your back here. Could have been a Sun and Aries person. Yeah. I don't know if you dominated some sort of like organization, institution, someone that had control and authority over specifically a Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius, and or a Pisces because of the way that you expanded your vision and what you did involving your work and or how you made something your occupation. So the minute that you ended a specific contract or something, it made you the privileged lady. Why do I feel like I'm feeling like oh my goodness, what would you say this is? This would be like someone coming through as like protecting you in some sort of way. Coming through as a friend. Main male, poverty, great fortune, child, mature woman, self person. You're being cautious about whoever that main male is. Your intuitive abilities, how you're an empath or how you're receiving your messages, you're being asked to be cautious with this person that's the main male. This person could have been dealing with some sort of poverty. Alright. It could have been where you I don't know if you were lusting after someone or they were lusting after someone. That could have had the involvement with the coral. Involving some sort of child here or something like that. That's what I see. Yeah, it had something to do with resources or money. Or having a coral specifically with a Sun and Taurus person. So someone that was supposed to receive some sort of great fortune for a child, possibly utilized it for something else. You're just too big. Take her with you, baby. Give me 1 second, you guys. Sorry, guys. That's what I feel. There could have been some sort of coral in connection to a dominating ass Aries energy that was coming through as a friend. All right, and however the coral started with the main male being in poverty, it was like some sort of great fortune was supposed to come in to help out a child, but there's like the sense of a mature woman coming through as a false person. I don't know. I feel like your intuition is telling you you need to like defend yourself from that mean male. Like your intuition is telling you you need to make a decision already about something. Because I feel like it has a lot to do with how your gift is coming in. Who's been controlling you? Who's been the authority figure in your energy? Something like that. That's what I'm saying. There's a sense of protection around this. Because if you're coming through as a purpose lady, once you end whatever or whoever you're committed to, it's almost like whoever and or whatever had the connection to the great fortune, it finally stopped going to that person as being gifted to you. And it's being gifted because of the work that you've done. How you've built some sort of status for yourself. You're like empathically being warned here about lusting over someone that's false. Or having connections to a false person. There could be two masculine energies and where you need to choose. Alright, there could be some sort of discrimination as well in your workplace and what you're being protected from. Because you're being asked to detach right now and focus more so on your principles. Or there could be speculation in connection to your principles and the reason why people are discriminating and or detached from your energy. You're being protected from this. Yeah. Either you're on the defense or you're defensive because you're protecting your energy. So you don't show out to be the one that's very egotistical or too prideful. You would rather remain in the energy of versatile, alright, in the energy. There could also be a sun in Gemini energy here. So I've got sun in the first, the second, the third house, as well as the 11th and the 12th. So it's going literally from the 11th house to the third house, all of the signs, alright. Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Heavy on the moon in Gemini, trining over, alright, to Pluto in Aquarius yesterday. So there could have been a shift in the energy and where there's some sort of speculation, what's going on, why someone is overly protective and or defensive, alright, someone being very assertive, coming through as a friend, alright, and how you're being empathically warned about who it is that you choose to lust after, because the main male is in poverty here and has lots of great fortune and connection to children, but yet that person's connected to a false mature woman, and here you are expecting some sort of gift to come through in the near future from the workplace, but it looks like that's only coming through because something is either being controlled by an authority figure, all right, and where you're like not reaping anything here. I don't know if you're like dominating the spiritual community or dominating a specific organization in which they don't like you, so they make you feel that, you know, whatever it is that you need to separate from then makes you a privileged lady. It's like, well, I can hold on to your abundance up until you choose to move away from something. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Tell me more about this great fortune for the child. One second, guys. Oh. Alright, so the reason that the great fortune is going toward the child and where the main male is supposed to look like they're the one in poverty is because they had something to do with how things were being controlled and or manipulated in the past. Or anything that has to do with that specific organization. So the more resistant this person is in connection to your principles or you being submissive to something, the more manipulative this person can come in and dominate, and so that you're on the defense of their energy. Is it making sense? Yes, Jazz. Just go with the flow. Hold on one second. Hold on. All right. Why is the mature woman coming out as the false person? Because that person is devoted to discriminate you overall. They feel that if you don't live a practical life, if you don't remain optimistic about your, your principles, it would be seen as there's no reason to protect you because you're too impulsive. We're going to continue to be devoted to discriminating you in the workplace. Something like that. So again, if there was some sort of resistance in connection to you expressing your principles, there's something about being submissive to manipulation, dominating, and being on the defense rather than living more so of a practical life, being optimistic. And this energy of protection is like impulsiveness in that person's direction, the mature woman coming through as devoted to discriminating you in the workplace. Interesting. I don't know, I heard doo-doo-doo, and normally it comes through at 20% on my laptop. Somebody could be judged for this. All right, very conventional type of relationship that you could have had here. Romance, adaptability, and bluffing. All right, so I don't know if something had to do with you communicating. All right, what it was that you were experiencing, having some sort of conventional type of relationship with someone that's of a great age difference. All right. The Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you've overcome some sort of slander on your name, I would imagine, and something having to do with your journey or the direction that you're going in your life at this time. So there definitely seems to be some sort of attack or impulsiveness surrounding what your wish fulfillments are in connection to this King of Cups person, the one that's remaining in poverty with the Five of Pentacles. All right, so there could be definitely an attack on what your happiness, what your alignment with, or again, it kind of feels like you can't become the privileged lady if you're still attached to someone in marriage. That you would have to end in order for you to go after this specific occupation. All right, so in order for you to do something, it's basically saying, well, we're going to continuously manipulate you to you being devoted to our spiritual community, I would imagine. These are the partnerships and the alliances that are on the same pathway as the Empress, the mother figure, the mature woman here. All right, and that's why things are being delayed here. I'm told you there's judgment over this energy. Because I feel like you focused on a specific skill here with the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Why is something so delayed? Because of that mature woman being seen as a false person. Because of this person controlling some sort of manipulation and trying to sabotage your opportunity. So now they'll try to come back with an apology and or a sense of here's your independence, here's your freedom. My bad for causing that drama back there. Something like that. Yeah, it was just out of jealousy, out of envy, or just wanting to be deceptive. It's like, what? Yeah. I don't know, you guys. That's been coming up in the energy for far too long. Far too long. I'm going to end this with Psychic Tarot, and I'm getting out of here. So throat chakra is here again in a different deck. Victory and success. So if you spoke up for yourself, then fucking great, right? Just shows that you have a sense of power, determination, ambition behind your energy of, Showing courage, not backing down, pretty much. You probably dealt with the most conflict. You felt that you were defeated at some point in time with the fulfillment of your wishes and how things were supposed to be igniting in connection to your passion. So if you chose a positive movement forward and you definitely felt emotional loss, that now with victory and success. Because you stood your ground. I'm seeing material and spiritual prosperity. I'm seeing you overcoming those obstacles and those challenges and building on a firm foundation this time around. Partnership and alliance. I like it. All right, so choose wisely on what you feel is going to directly direct you to the path that you want to be on. You don't want to deal with more obstacles, more challenges. You don't want to deal with more conflict. You don't want to deal with more emotional loss. What you want to stand ground on is your passion, what seems to be the fulfillment of your wishes, how to bring in material and spiritual prosperity on your positive movement forward so that you feel you have victory and success on your firm foundation. It's a lot that you've sacrificed for others already. I feel like it's time that you put yourself, all right, where you're receiving some sort of celebration for the amount of wow, trapped in fear. You could still be scared to make a specific decision. You're going to receive a vision about it. The third eye chakra and the throat chakra today, you guys, heavy. Partnership and alliance, rejoicing and celebration. I don't feel like there's anything to be scared of at all. Don't be trapped in fear. That's only part of mental conflict because of the deception and envy that you've dealt with. There's a lot of memories, good memories from the past. As you've done shadow work, you should be able to tap into this energy and notice how much spiritual strength you've achieved overall through the time frame of you dealing with whatever it is that you've been dealing with. Something feels like it's ready to close out in your favor. Whether that's you agreeing to disagree with someone or having to change the dynamic of how other people see you or being discriminated from those that never understood the journey that you were on. Something about it changes. I mean, we've seen situations where you've been obviously putting up some sort of appearance to keep other people happy, being emotionally withdrawn from others because you're afraid of what people think of you or what they're going to say. All right. I feel like it's time to unblock your pathway of you being in the spotlight on your own journey, not someone else's or what someone else wants for you, if that makes sense. The energy for this week coming up, we're looking at, again, new moon in Virgo. Sun stepping into Virgo. We have Venus that's going to be resting into Leo by the 25th. That's going to be a heavy love affair energy. All right. That's going to be more so you allowing to put your happiness first. And if you're feeling the pull to endings at this time, it's because it's coming. It's not here yet, but it's on its way. And I feel that those that are resisting change or not accepting what you're being guided to do are going to be the ones that are dealing with it the hardest. So if someone seems to be ignoring you at this time or making you feel left out or rejected, then that's because that person's already currently on the path that they're supposed to be on, and that isn't someone that you're supposed to be attached with. There could definitely still be this energy of people returning from the past or you feeling that you need to communicate with someone from the past because Mercury is still in its post-shadow, but I don't think the energy is as strong as it was. I don't think so. I do truly believe that the energy is going to shift once Mercury meets with Venus in the sign of Leo. All right, but by then the sun will be shining in Virgo. So I feel like it'll be more about a work thing or focusing on one's health or a day-to-day experience where you feel that you're achieving your specific goals or what you want to do for being of service to someone else. I don't know. That's typically what it is. I'm going to pull on that real quick. See 12:25 on the clock. The person you were communicating with, you're separating from that person. You're not too happy about it because you feel left out from that person's energy emotionally. This is someone that you didn't want to let go. You're coming back together with that person in the near future. Told you. There's something that I'm hearing as unresolved. Something is unresolved. Okay? There's something having to do with like a home here with 4 wands. Heavy feminine energy coming out as well. There's something about ending it with feminine energy. I don't know if it's just too much to carry. Feeling like you want the release of some sort of, I'm feeling like there's some sort of detachment away from like gossip or whatever's keeping you in a sense of conflict. So if love is trying to come in, that's because that person's returning. I mean, we have up until the 25th. If Venus enters Leo and there's a love affair coming along, that's happening. If it's something creative that you're doing in the workplace, because we'll be with the Sun in Virgo, it's a big opportunity for business. There's a major cycle closing out here, so something new can come in. Yeah, 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands. It's like the victory, the success happened already. Now it's time to plan on releasing what no longer serves and stepping into new. Ace of Wands, heavy passion. Mercury and Venus stepping in together in the sign of Leo. That's where some sort of reciprocity will be a little bit easier if it's connected to love. If it's connected to resources, whatever you put in, you get back. You know what I'm saying? But be careful of negative attachments. The Strength, the Empress, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. I just heard this bitch ain't fucking around. I'm sorry. The Empress with lots of strength and investing in themselves and remaining truly concentrated. It's like you ain't fucking around. This is going to be somebody that has their eyes on you. King of Wands energy that's literally been waiting for someone like you to step into the scene is how I'm hearing it. Because you have a sense of independence and you know how to utilize your mindset to manifest things in order to take control of your own life. All right, right now you could be not speaking to this person, but this is definitely, I would imagine, a friend that's coming through that sees you overcoming some sort of anxiety, depression, separation period from others that may have affected you back in the past. And it's like this person coming through wanting to express love or happiness or just seeing overall how you've changed emotionally, spiritually. I'm feeling like overall physically as well. Like the amount of strength that you have now, somebody has gained a different perspective about you and possibly wants to come into partnership, but once you walk away from something or someone else. This could be coming up from like right now in August into September. That's what I feel. Okay. So whoever's coming back around, it's like there's a very limited time. And whoever is like trying to return, if you feel that you have the same connection to this person, whether it's about business, partnership, it just feels like you have to make the decision now in order for things to fall into place later. I hope that makes sense. I want to tap into the chat real quick. You said your Venus is in Leo. That's awesome. Somebody's donating an apology. I bet. Somebody that doesn't want to show face or doesn't want some sort of involvement, or I would imagine doesn't want to deal with whatever. Interesting. Somebody's donating. What is it? I don't know. There was some sort of gift that was supposed to come through. I have no clue. Damn, I need to get my eyebrows done. Yeah, I got a donation last time. It was a little $500. Thanks. That shit went like this. I wiped my ass with it. Literally. I want to look into the energy now that we have time. 1 second. All right, obviously we got Moon in Cancer coming up, so we're going to be seeing a square over to Neptune, Saturn. We'll be seeing the trine over to North Node Pisces as we ingress into the Moon in Leo. We will be seeing the opposition to Pluto. We also will see trines over to Saturn and Neptune, sextile to Uranus. Moon in Leo will also sextile over to Mars Libra. On the day of the new moon in Virgo, we have a square over to Uranus Gemini. Quincunx to Pluto Aquarius. That'll be funny. All right. We're also seeing quincunx energies to Neptune with the sun in Virgo. We're going to see a quincunx over to Saturn and also to Pluto. So anytime Virgo's energy, it's going to tap in any 5 houses apart. So I'm seeing Aquarius and Aries being significant there. It's like a split. Interesting. I definitely started seeing the energy picking back up with heavy trines by the 29th, end of the month. Yeah. But then get ready for more like, I don't know if this is the Mercury in Leo energy trining over to Chiron Aries. Wow. That's on the 31st. And that's happening with the first quarter moon in Sag. That could be a big deal right there. Because I feel like that's something spiritual, and where core wounds are healing and the communication that needs to come through is going to work out auspiciously, especially with a sextile over to Mars and Libra. Any type of indecision that you felt or the decision that you needed to make, I feel like it will be made by the end of the month. Question. A question for me? Sure. I'll answer it intuitively because I don't have my cards out. I just put everything away. 1 second, you guys. Stepping into September, obviously we have on Labor Day, Saturn retrograding back into Pisces. And then by September 2nd, we have the Mercury entering Virgo in its domicile. By the 3rd, Jupiter is going to trine the North Node Pisces. All right, Jupiter Cancer, expansion, growth, opportunities in connection to your destiny. And then Uranus goes retrograde on the 6th. So then by then, we'll see Neptune, Saturn, Pluto, Chiron, Uranus, all in retrograde. And Mercury will finally be out of post shadow. So, good shit. But then we're also stepping into eclipse season by September 7th, which has the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. And then we'll see the other new moon partial solar eclipse in Virgo, in which we experience one on the 23rd of August, and then the other one's on the 21st of September. That one is eclipse energy. Mars enters its domicile energy into Scorpio by then, on the 22nd. Energy is going to keep shifting. And I feel like Mercury and Venus will be hand in hand. All right. Coming out of Leo and heading directly into Virgo together. So this would definitely be wrapping up everything that has to do with ourselves. For the remaining of the year, stepping into 2026, we will be seeing Venus and Mercury working hand in hand, moving into the other 7 zodiac signs, which is from Libra all the way to Pisces. Okay. Am I a supporter of Palestine? I am not involved in anything politics or anything that has to do with war. So if that's your question, I'm sorry. Not really interested in what's happening over there. If I pick up in anything regarding my readings, I could be speaking about things that's happening over there. If you resonate with it, then you do. If you don't, you don't. Yeah, no. I don't get involved in that stuff. We've experienced Vesta and Juno in Scorpio for a very, very long time. We're finally going to see Vesta and Juno enter Sagittarius energy. That has a lot to do with higher knowledge, spirituality, belief systems. And I feel like whatever is happening in Palestine has a lot to do with, I would imagine, spirituality stuff. So by September 13th and moving into October, on the 1st of October, Juno and Vesta working hand in hand with being the asteroid of spirituality and how you sacrifice and you devote, feeling like committed in marriage and or bonded to something heavy in Sagittarian energy has all to do with spirituality. So if this helps you in any way and what your question is, I see it remaining positive by the energy in October, Libra season. Okay. By then we will be in a cardinal moon cycle with the first quarter moon starting off at the end of September. Well, let's see. Yeah, first quarter moon being in Capricorn on September 29th. We'll see the full moon Aries by October 6th. And we will also see the new moon in Libra on the 21st of October, which technically is leading directly into the Sun and Scorpio energy. Neptune then retrogrades into Pisces on the 22nd of October. We're going to see a lot of retrograde phases happening. I don't see it going direct with anything up until, I want to say, November. The only thing that's going direct in the month of October is Pluto in the sign of Aquarius, which has been retrograding for a while now. I want to say it was back in about May or June, okay, where Pluto went retrograde. So Pluto is meant to come in, destruct, to rebuild. All right. I'm looking in and seeing how far along. Yeah, Pluto went retrograde on May 4th. And it was there with the first quarter moon in Leo. So its opposing energies on May 4th had a lot to do with where your commitments were being tested and what was going to be reviewed in connection to what needed to be destructed in your life to be rebuilt. Specifically a community of people. You love the astrology chats? Sure. I would imagine the back to school time with Mercury entering Virgo is good for the students that are returning to school, getting themselves back on a day-to-day routine. All right, coming into equilibrium, mind, body, spirit, however, and then opportunities for destined pathways opening up by the 3rd. I like that. So Uranus, wherever the chaos has been created and where it's going to be reviewed this time, in connection to Gemini, it will retrograde back into the sign of Taurus. I would imagine, what day is that? November the 7th, Scorpio season. So we'll see Uranus in Gemini up until November the 7th. Once it starts retrograding on September the 3rd. Okay. I kind of like Uranus and Gemini, I'm not going to lie. It's like an expansive, innovative, futuristic mindset. Rather than bringing some sort of chaos in the sign of Taurus, specifically to those that are being creative or how they're utilizing their resources or making, saving, and spending their money, something like that. All right. I can't wait till Uranus is completely out of Taurus, because for me, that's my 4th house of home. It's been a fucking shit show. Saturn will be direct by November the 27th. And Neptune goes direct in December. So I feel like the planets that have been hitting us the hardest is going to be Saturn and Neptune, both in the sign of Aries, and then retrograding back into Pisces. They'll finally go direct for the last time in the sign of Pisces and go together in the sign of Aries for the next, I don't know how many fucking years, in a long time. Saturn will end up moving into Taurus, possibly by 2026. Mhm. I feel like Juno's moving pretty quickly here for this year. We've seen Juno and Scorpio mostly all year because it took a retrograde phase here. Juno is marriage, bonding, partnerships. I would more so call it like an alliance, all right? And where the placements are right now is Scorpio's energy into Sagittarius and entering into Capricorn by December the 29th. These are the 8th, the ninth, and the 10th houses. It has to do with inheritances, all right, spirituality, higher knowledge, and then what you're going to be doing for your career. Like how you're going to be seen, or in a specific organization, having a specific reputation there, and having and or being committed to that. Interesting. All right. I love you guys. I'm leaving the reading there. Talk to you later. Bye.